Today, I'm going to show you how to set up a dynamic number configuration using the advanced HTML replacement template. First, we press the New Campaign button, add our campaign name, and be sure to select the advanced HTML replacement template, and then click Save. I can then click Add a single number, and I'm going to choose the paid preset. I then select a number from my owned numbers and choose what I'd like to return for each target selection. For this example, I'll just be using return A, B, and C. I then scroll down and then hit Configure on my automatic span replacement. I can add a new rule, and in these new rules, we can choose to replace by a contains, by class, by ID, or by CSS selector. For this example, we will use by CSS selector. I can hit copy under the CSS selector tips to copy a match criteria that selects all anchors with a tell link. I'll leave the return as A, and we can see that we have 4 apply to options, which I'll explain later. But right now, we'll choose current element and hit save. Here, I'm presented with the code that can be placed at the bottom of a client's website in order to run our code. Additionally, I have the JavaScript which I can use to test the code manually. Here, we have an example client website. I'm going to inspect the element for the button that contains their number and copy the CSS selector that leads to that button. This CSS selector can be placed as the match criteria. And if we choose to apply to current element, this means that we will apply a class to the current element that is selected, and everything inside that element will be replaced by the return. We can see that everything inside this button's HTML has been replaced with return A. Next, the apply to parent applies a class to the parent of the selected element, and everything inside of that parent is replaced with the return. With the apply to as create element, a new element is created as a child of the selected element, and the return is placed inside that child. With the apply to as wrap element, a new element is created as the parent of the selected element, and the return is everything inside of that created element. A good way to use the wrap element is to copy the stylings of the button and make the return that exact styling. Ensuring that I replace the phone number in both the link and what's visible on screen with the number of my tracking number. From here, the match criteria is the button, return A, and I choose to apply to wrap element. When our number replacement runs on the website, it replaces the button, link, and visible number with the number that we wanted to swap to.